Okay, guys, so your client comes to you and they've got an incredible indentation in their lumbar spine. People are often phoning me up telling me about their lordosis and how indented it is. And you want to increase the lumbar flexion, but what exercises are going to work and what exercises are going to not work? So I'm going to show you my interpretation. So cat-cow is a great way to warm up the spine and get the movement of the femurs and the shoulders and everything moving in and around, but my experience is this isn't the ideal movement. So just try and go in your own time into your cat-cow. That's it. And I'm not cueing a Pilates or a yoga one, I'm just wanting him to go backwards and forwards. That's it. Now with Ryan, he's already quite mobile in his lumbar, so his lumbar is moving nicely. But if you've got somebody who's more restricted than Ryan, stay there, Ryan, stay right way in. If there's less movement going down here, the movement tends to over-mobilize what's already mobile. So if the lumbar's tight, it tends to be that the thoracic is going to over-mobilize. So they will continue to stretch the ligamentous system there. That will go more mobile and less mobile here. So this isn't my preferred way to do mobilization for lumbar flexion. So I want you to sit yourself down, Ryan, and I'm actually going to sit you onto here. That's it. So just to give you a little bit of a raised bed. So sit yourself down in a straddle position. And he can now connect his feet through to the floor. He's going to sit up tall. Now it's important before he moves, if you just watch, that his knees are not higher than the hips. So he's quite tall. So I'm actually going to give him another block. So sit yourself up. So he's got space. That's better. So now he's got freedom. He's going to put one hand on the belly, one hand on the lower back, and he's just going to tip forwards and backwards. And all he's doing is finding his posterior and anterior toes. And his shoulders are just following naturally, but every time he goes back, he's trying to keep height, and he's imagining there's a piece of string rolling out the top of the spine. So he's just going forwards and backwards. That's how I start, so the client's getting the feel of that posterior and anterior toes. Really, really important. Keep going, Ryan. I'm going to add one more bit. Now Ryan's going to keep going there, and I'm going to show you the next progression. So my next progression is I'd sit the client up. I'm going to sit in the horse box position here, shoulder blades back, and I'm just going to suck the belly and just roll back. And I'm going to be thinking of my upper back staying up nice and tall, because what I don't want to do is lose connection from the shoulders and just go into the thoracic. So it's the lumbar spine which is tight or not mobilizing. We've got a lot of tight fascia around there. It's the junction box of the thoracolumbar fascia, and just that rolling to come up backwards and forwards can be another progression. So those are some simple tips for people at home and also for teachers. Always regress and then progress. Sometimes if you're doing a top exercise, you're not getting the quality. It's good to regress it, going down, down, down towards infant development, establish the movement pattern, and then build it back up.